What's up, guys? This is the kid DZD, aka the Kang, live from the Dungeon Palace Studios once again. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. I hope you guys are good wherever you are. Today I got a quick tutorial for you. It's not going to be that long. I'm going to show you how to get your drums under control inside of the MPC software. When you're making beats and you're putting your drum patterns together, sometimes those drum sounds can get out of whack. Now when you finish your beat, you got drum sounds going all over the place. You got your instruments in there, and you need to get those drums to set in a pocket very, very quickly. That way you can get your project out, or you can continue making the beat with no hassles. I'm gonna show you how to get that done. But before I do, let's kick it to the sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by DistroKid, which is the leading online music distribution company to get your music to platforms such as Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, all of those major streaming platforms, and also social media sites such as TikTok and Snapchat. They do this for a variety of plans, such as the basic plan for $19.99 per year. I want to show you real quick one of the many features that DistroKid offers that helps me out a lot whenever I'm collaborating with artists. Check out how the splits feature works. You go up here to splits, all you do is go down here, you can select your tracks. I'm going to select mine, I'm going to hit next, and then it takes you right here to the screen where now you can add collaborators to your track. Now once you click that, all you do is type in the email address, and then you can simply pick the percentage of what you want. So let's say I want to give this collaborator 50% of this project. All I do is pick 50%. And then I can add another collaborator if I want. I can give them another 20% of the project, just like this. And I can split up my entire percentage of the project. Now, this is the good thing about this. This recoupment feature right here, this allows you to give a certain amount before any of the splits are done. So if you have any type of expenses that your track has inquired or anything like that, then you can recoup that back before the percentages are even shelled out. Okay, I could put in 300 just like this. This is gonna be the first recoup right here. And then this will obviously be the second recoup. Let's say this guy wants to recoup $100 back of the track. So what's gonna happen is before this guy gets 50%, it's gonna recoup $300 back. And then before this guy gets his 20%, he's gonna get $100 back. And the good thing about this whole entire setup is that it remains confidential. Everybody has their own page to where they can see anything they want. And if the collaborators that you send an email to do not have DistroKid, it simply sends them a link where they can create an account for $10. If they do not recoup any of these profits, it goes right back to you, automatic. This is an absolutely amazing feature that DistroKid allows. It has done wonders for me whenever I collab with artists and whenever I have projects going out. So make sure you guys go on and sign up with DistroKid. I'll leave the VIP link in the video description. Save 7% off when you start your account today. Take advantage of the services DistroKid has to offer and let them take care of all the legwork. That way you can focus solely on creating music. All right, guys, let's jump inside the MPC software really quick. I'm gonna pull up one of my projects. And I'm gonna show you how I get my drums under control and get everything to sit nice in the pocket. Let's do it. All right, guys, we're inside the MPC software. I pulled up a beat really, really quick. I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like. Check it out. Okay, now if you look at this beat, it has a few tracks in it. It has a drum track, a sample track, it has a piano hits track, 808 track, synth melody, some low strings, some high strings, and a lead track. We're gonna focus on solely the drum track. Okay, now to do this, we're gonna pull up our MPC mixer. This is gonna help us out with this tutorial. This is our drum track right here, so we're gonna solo that. Now the thing is, we have to get these levels under control. Now, if you notice, our levels over here, when we play the track, especially with our 808, let's go on and unsolo that. When we play the track, look at our levels right here on the master fader. Even if we're just testing it out or we're sending it out to somebody just to get a nice little flow of the track, we can't send this out like this. We have to get these drums under control. Let me show you how I do that. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my last insert right here. Very last one, and I'm gonna pull up this plugin right here by GMH Audio. It's called Buzz Cut. This is a free plugin right here. This is a soft clipper plugin that makes sure that you create a ceiling for the transients of your drums. Okay, now let me show you how this works. When we play the drums, you're gonna see the signal come right here. Okay, now as we lower the ceiling down right here, we're gonna start to cap those drums off. The more we lower this ceiling, that's the more crunch you're gonna hear in the drums, and you're gonna see our levels in our drums right here go down. Check it out. Let's put more of a ceiling on it. You're gonna see it go down even more. And you can hear the crunch of the drums. Okay, so now we don't want to crunch our drums too much. The object is to put just a slight bit of a ceiling on it. Now, the good thing about an audio clipper is that it doesn't cap your drums off with a hard ceiling. What it does is it rounds those peaks. That way, anything that goes past that ceiling, it just puts a nice rounding shape on it. And the more you deal with that, that's the crunchier that the drums are gonna sound. Now, a limiter has the same type of feature, but what it does is it caps your audio to where nothing can pass through there. So we wanna use this clipper because we don't want our drums to cap off at the top. All we want is just a little bit of roundness. That way it kind of shapes those peaks off and we have a lot of control to our drums. We're gonna lower the ceiling down to maybe, let's say about 90. Okay, now I have my drums under 0 and I have that nice crunch that I want on my drums. Now here's what I'm gonna do next. The reason why I put this buzz cut at the ending of my chain is because I'm gonna mix into this plugin. Anything that I put on top of that is gonna feed through the clipper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the second slot right here and I'm gonna grab an EQ. Okay, I'm gonna use this EQ right here. It's called the Lufticus EQ. This EQ is free as well. I'm going to leave the link to all of these plugins in the video description so you can grab them if you don't have them. Now, the reason why I use this plugin right here is because whenever you make moves inside of a plugin, what happens is it tends to give it more volume. And our ears are deceived because we think that just because it gave it some type of volume, it did something good. And sometimes that's not the case. What this plugin has is keep gain. When you turn this on, any moves you make with these knobs will not increase any volume. It will just do exactly what the knobs are doing. So this is the high end right here I can control. This is the mid highs that I can control. This is the mids. This is the mid lows, and these are the lows. So I can control all of these frequencies right here without having to worry about the boosting of volume. We're gonna just deal with the highs real quick. Check it out. See, if you notice, I took the highs out of my track, but no volume was lost. Okay, I'm gonna put more highs in the track and you'll notice the volume doesn't increase. All it does is just get very, very clear. So when you have a plugin like this at your disposal, now what you can do is clean up full tracks without the volume being increased or the volume being decreased. So we're gonna go on and do that to our drum track. We're gonna clean it up. So what I'm gonna do is that crunchiness that this clipper put on the drums, I'm gonna clean up some of that in the mids and the mid highs. Let's do it. I just took down the mids and the mid highs a bit. Okay, we're gonna go here to the mid lows and see if we can boost it or something just to give it a bit more warmth. Just a little bit, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the lows now and get that rumble out by just decreasing that. Instantly, you can hear how the drums clear up simply because I got rid of those lows. Check it out. I'm gonna play it back. Leave me a comment and let me know if you can tell a difference, okay? Let's reset this. It's like our drums got very, very clear and we didn't even do anything to the volume. So that's the amazing thing about this plugin and also the way that I'm mixing into the clipper. Okay, so now that we have this much headroom in our track, now we have enough to play with. Look at that level. We're right on the money where we need to be with our level. Again, this was just a quick video just to show you guys how I get my levels under control. It's a question that I get asked a lot, and this is exactly how I do it. I make sure that I use that soft clipper and feed into it with my EQ. That way I always come out with a level sound and I always come out with a sound that's consistent and those peaks are not going all over the place and turning my beat into some haywire stuff. The good thing that you don't have to worry about are your stems coming out too loud and peaking all over your beat. So now when it's time to mix, you start off with some good levels and you can begin a very, very good mix. I hope you guys got something from the video. If you did, make sure to drop me a thumbs up and also drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the video. I really appreciate that if these tips help you out at all. Your comments and your likes also help to put this video in the eyes of a lot of people that it can help. So I appreciate you guys helping me with that. Make sure you guys follow me at the Drink King on IG. If you want to send me a shout out or anything, shoot me a DM. And I'll try and get back to you as soon as I possibly can. This is the Kid DZD, aka the Drink King, live from the Dungeon Palace Studios, and I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace.